a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They give to Barkley, left side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
At their own 34-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Piron. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes it just a different level of connectedness.
Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? But did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Back to throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Chiefs losing by 7. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
folks. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
I was so spoiled for so many years in my Seattle market watching the Legion of Boom do their thing. That's what I see and think of when a safety makes a play behind the line of scrimmage like that. They didn't just want to tackle you. They wanted to end you.
Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs have some new life in the 4th. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. P-Ryan. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this drive. Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Eagles make the play that should win them this game. Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. I think they got it. I think they got it. And they did. The Chiefs have it. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. He'll look to throw it. Finds his man Rice. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Here he is to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He tucks it and takes off. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And that, folks, is your game winner.
That kick was a heck of a distance, but with the adrenaline that you know he had flowing through him in that moment, it helped give him all the drive he needed to send the game winner through.
Reed now to kick this one away. Covey now to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No touch it! No touch it!
One final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.